All right. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Thank you
guys.
for your time. So it'll just be about 15 minutes. I'm just presenting what the results of my survey in the company, and also for you, Lee, it will also be a good guidance as to how to we can sort of address the opportunities that we have. So to start with, it's about communication. Basically, communication is generally a transmission of messages between people. So, but my focus will be the workplace communication, and it refers to different ways how people communicate in a workplace environment, such as ours, which is the hotel. And a good communication in a workplace, it sort of brings productivity for employees. They feel that their worth, they everything that they do is like worthwhile, and it's sort of addressed to the direction of the company as well. So it builds positive environment and eliminates inefficiencies, primarily because they know what they're doing. All right, so going to my survey, so internal communications. So in the company, as of the moment, one of our opportunities, and I can firmly attest to this one as well, is being able to communicate all information in a timely manner to all staff. Because apparently, what I noticed, and I think Sarah can attest to that because she's been for 6 months already, that some information are sent to us, but there's really there's no communication addressed to everybody. So that's our opportunity, and currently the communication that we have is through Tanda and email, and of course not everybody has email in the company. So all our emails are like general for everyone to see, but not everyone is able to access a computer. So that one. So based on the survey, some felt that they're left out and not updated at all in the organization. Like what is the resort going to? What are the strategies that the resort is doing? And some never felt appreciated. So I did the survey in such a way that I surveyed the one that is already 18 years in the company, one is in 14 years, and one that is relatively new, like months in the company. And it sort of has the same, and that's the common opportunities that we have. So here's my recommendations. So the department boards, example, this is the department board for reception. It's actually says like updates, for example, the microwaves and the rollaway, how much it costs starting the 1st of January, and then sort of just letting like what are the upcoming events that we have for the month and what are things that we need to do. And I sort of thought of like appreciating persons, and like one of the things, well, for myself, I always feel happy if somebody says happy birthday on my birthday.
Yes.
It feels good, like
Yeah.
somebody remembers.
Yes,
So
that's
that's
right.
one of my recommendations. And then it also feels like most of them doesn't really need a grand appreciation. Just doing, you did a good job. Shout out for you for doing above and beyond for that shift when it's not necessary, and you like offered to do it outside your shift. Sometimes, especially the maintenance guys, they do that. Like if especially when reception needs it, they're the first one that we call to before we call the cafe bar. So yeah, being appreciated is like one thing that they haven't received as much. Yep, and then team meetings. This is really one of my big recommendations. First, being part of the senior management, we should have like sort of an idea of what's happening, what are our next steps in the hotel. That way, we can give the people some heads up and not really feel that they're left behind. So I'll give an example, like the QR codes. It was lodged, but we were not informed. Like okay, guys, next week this is our goal. This is what we do. What are the things that we need to do? That way, we don't do last minute like things, action plans, and then also
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah,
also the
that one.
rostering.
Yeah.
The rostering, we could have like like beforehand, before the wet season officially started, we could have like sent or us, even if the department heads are informed, like we will shorten the hours of the staff. That way, the staff doesn't feel like caught off guard. Like, why am I like? Did I do something wrong? Or like, am I getting rid of me? So that way, just give us the department heads an idea of the direction that we're doing, why we're shortening staff. That way, before that happens, we have already given a heads up to the staff. And yes, so that's my next recommendation. Weekly meetings. We can maybe Dave and Rachel can give us like an update. This is the like quarterly update would be enough. That gives us an how we can do. But us department heads, we could like do maybe monthly 5-minute jump start. What are deliverables for this week? What can we do and what can't we? And that way we can, everyone once they're in doesn't need to ask somebody. They know where to get the information, do their task, and then we can get back to them of what are the tasks that we can't deliver if there's no tradies involved like that. Yeah, so it actually, for me, it gains the commitment, the buy-in from the team member to be more productive because they know what to do. So yeah, and then it also addressed the communication breakdown that we are having as of the moment. So yeah, so that's my recommendation. How about for the external? For external, that's Sarah's. So currently we only have website and Facebook, and Sarah would know that the website is really not as updated, like the pictures of the rooms and everything are not there. But with the launch of our QR codes, that's really a good venue of like updating and making the community aware of what are the services we can offer apart from the accommodation. Yep, and then also the Facebook specials. But I know that with the new head chef, he is preparing new specials for us.
Yes.
Because right now Sarah doesn't know. It's not uploaded in Facebook. The community doesn't know, and then they just write it in the board, which is like lack of marketing for that.
Yeah, exactly.
So my recommendation, because I'm part of the groups, Facebook groups, especially the Cooktown Classifieds and Cooktown Court Board, and sometimes some people just ask that group like, who is open for today? So if like I noticed if we can like make it like our Facebook to automatically put our specials or what our services before breakfast, and then a bit of for lunch and then a bit for dinner, that refreshes it, because sometimes it's a group, Facebook group, it has a lot of like classified ads and everyone is selling, so it just comes up again to their Facebook. So that's my recommendation. And then of course with the QR codes that we have just launched, the opportunities, and I think it's really a good opportunity for us to let them know, but we just need more promotions for it, and I think it's good. We're getting revenue for it. Yes, and then with this action plans implemented, we aim to achieve the sense of belongingness based on the survey that the staff doesn't feel, and boost their morale. And this will also result for positive and more informed staff and be able to deliver the task on time. Also strengthens the team to know what to do regardless of who is working. And lastly, will keep the employees to stay with the company for a longer period. Yep. And then the company will also have in return a good reputation to the community, because a part of a good communication, we also deliver the services that they need. Yeah. And before I end, let me just share this one. I find it very good for us that the way we communicate with others and with ourselves ultimately determines the quality of our lives. From Tony Ribbons. Yay, and that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rose. That's really great.
Yes, I'd like to ask for feedback.
I think it was very constructive.
And do you think, can you think about the things that we can possibly do as a team for,
Well, I think you've nailed the part about communication. Communication is the one thing that is just helps out. It just lets you know where we are, you know, and it helps plan your day as a manager.
mm,
It just helps plan your day when you know where everyone else is at, and it just meshes better. So that communication suggestions that you're making are great. So difficult to top that because I think you've nailed it there. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents worth.
what you, Sarah, do you have any?
Oh, I've got two things. I think with Tanda, we could be definitely using that app to be sort of sharing updates, department updates, if there's anything that like housekeeping needs to know about maintenance, like, you know, if there's any sort of maintenance work or big projects that are being undertaken so they're aware. Things like that, I think we can improve on with Tanda. The feedback that we've already discussed before would be really good too, just to boost morale.
Yeah.
But one thing I was wondering if our workplace was to consider it was to be like, how does everybody feel about name tags? You know, it's a very personal thing. I find that some people in there's some people in housekeeping, I don't know their names, and there's some people in the bottle shop, the backpackers that come through, I don't actually, like, it says that on Tanda, but just me personally, I have a hard time remembering so many names, and I think name tags would be a nice thing to maybe consider, just so if we're communicating with each other, we can, you know,
First name basis.
on a first name basis, yeah.
You,
Yeah.
you.
That's right, yeah. Anyway, that's just me.
Yeah.
Names.
I think I know when it came, there was no name tags anymore, but they had that at some point. But yeah, I also would like that one. It's also for the guests, like they don't need to ask for your name because you already have the name tag. We'll have that noted and we do the recommendations.
Yeah.
Thank you very
So
much
Thank
for
you,
your
Rose.
time.
Yeah.
No worries. Anytime.